So good morning and welcome to Business Spotlight. I am Tona with Action Coach Tampa Bay, and today we're with Carol Miller. Carol, thank you so much for being here today. I am looking forward to speaking with you.
Thank you for having me, Tony. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Carol, tell me a little bit about your business and how long you've been around. That'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks again, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So my business is Strickland Brothers 10-minute oil change located in Pinellas Park, Florida. Okay. I just opened my business 6 weeks ago, so we're very new.
Wow.
And I'm coming to the automotive industry, and this is going to seem not necessarily super intuitive, but after a lengthy career in insurance sales management. So I was an insurance sales executive with a major insurance company for 27 years.
Oh my goodness.
And 2 years ago, almost to the day, so it was in November of 2020, my role was eliminated. I was part of a reduction in force that came about as a result of COVID.
Okay.
And I'd always wanted to start my own business. I've always, had an entrepreneurial, flair, but the being laid off kind of kicked me and caused me to go ahead and take the leap that otherwise I might have stayed comfortable in my executive role and maybe not taken the leap. So sometimes we need a kick in the butt to get things moving in a different direction, especially if you've been doing the same thing a long time.
Right. I love that story. That's great. And I love the entrepreneur spirit. Sometimes it's difficult to do that when you're in corporate America. So I love that you took that leap of faith, because that is a big leap for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the automotive industry, I've always had an affinity for vehicles and cars. Going back to one of the coolest cars I ever had was a 1970 Ford Torino GT convertible.
Oh my goodness!
And that was a muscle car, and believe it or not, I actually had to work on that car myself from time to time because it would occasionally abandon me somewhere. But anyway, I came across, after I lost my role within the insurance company, I started looking for the right business opportunity. And I looked at a number of existing businesses around Pinellas County and just never found something that was a good fit. And then through a business broker, stumbled across the Strickland Brothers 10-minute oil change model, started researching it and exploring it. It really resonated with me because the setup of the company, the support they provide to their franchisees. It's a newer franchise out of North Carolina that's expanding across the United States.
Oh, wow.
Really enjoyed their model, their values. The motto is that we care about more than just your car, and they really do. Mm-hmm. So we do not, try to apply high pressure tactics to individuals when they come in for an oil change. I like to say, we want to make you feel good about your oil change. We don't want you to walk out feeling like you just spent more money than you needed to in order to get your oil change. So, we're all about helping to enrich the community by helping extend the lives of our neighbors' cars. So that's our mission. But we intend to do that by providing outstanding customer service that surprises and delights.
Oh, I love that. What a great mission statement. It's very rare today. So, Carol, I love hearing that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. What is a good customer for you? What would be a really good, somebody's thinking through it and, oh, yeah, I need to come over and see Carol?
I'd say really anybody within the community who cares about maintaining their vehicles. There isn't anything really that delineates it much more than that. Now, I would add also as well that business owners that have fleets of vehicles that they're interested in maintaining, that's an outstanding customer for us because, those vehicles would probably be coming through more frequently than someone who just lives in the community. Mm-hmm. But really anyone in the community, in the Pinellas Park community or the surrounding Pinellas County area, that cares about maintaining their car, and they'd like to take their vehicle to a place where they feel comfortable that the vehicle is going to be taken care of very well, and they also feel comfortable that you can send your daughter there, for example, not be concerned that she's going to have an experience that you wouldn't want her to have.
Oh, I love that. That's rare in the industry, so it's nice to hear.
And I'd say that's something that as a female business owner, I know what it feels like to go into an automotive shop and walk out feeling like, oh geez, they've just said I need all this stuff done, and I don't know if it's true that I need this done, and feeling confused and anxious and apprehensive and all of that. We don't want that experience for our customers. We want them to have an outstanding experience.
Yeah, and on the opposite end, the husband sends the wife takes in the son's daughter's car. They say they need 15 things, but only 2 are, important. And mom's like, we got to do everything. And everything is, $3,000.
Yes.
So, I really do like that. I like it a lot. So let me ask you this. What was your biggest learning since just opening the business? I know it's a newer business and you just opened it, but what's some of the big learnings that you've had so far?
I say the biggest learnings have been around, and I feel like I've been very fortunate. I was able to hire some terrific technicians right out of the gate. And they're just doing a fantastic job with our customers. So that actually was a little easier than I should knock on wood saying that. This was a little easier than I thought it was going to be, to find some great technicians right out of the gate. And so that's been really good. I'd say the bigger learning has been, I have a lot of experience in sales, as I mentioned earlier, but and I had a solid marketing plan opening this business, but just getting people comfortable with the new brand that's new to the community so that they stop in and try us out. That's taken a little, it's gone a little slower than I would have thought. You kind of open the doors and you think you're going to have a line of people waiting to come through, and it hasn't quite been like that. So, so really just really networking within the community and really getting to know others within the community. I've been real involved with the Pinellas Park Chamber of Commerce, and they've been incredibly supportive. A bunch of those folks have come through the shop and personally experienced an oil change with Strickland Brothers. So anyway, I feel like the networking piece has been huge, and I'm continuing to expand that network. So, I think that my biggest learning was that my network was too small initially going into this. So I've been really busy expanding that network since opening the doors.
Gotcha.
And really for the like 2 months before, we actually were going to open on October 3rd, and this pesky little hurricane named Ian came through and postponed that for about a week. But I actually took over the location in July, and took us a couple months to get all the work done that needed to be done in order to open the doors. But and I started networking then, but it would have been better if I'd started much earlier.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this question. So is there anything upcoming, any kind of things that you've got going on, or offers, or, community event type thing?
Absolutely. So one of the community events that I would mention is that we're sponsoring we're one of the sponsors of the Pinellas Park Chamber of Commerce float in the upcoming Christmas parade. And anybody who knows anything about Pinellas Park knows that they take the Christmas parade very seriously. So we'll be mentioned on that float. We'll either have our banner there, or we'll be on the larger banner there for the Pinellas Park Chamber. So that's a cool event that's coming up, and I encourage everyone to go out and check out that parade. But the other thing that we're doing is we've been sending a lot of direct mail out to, there's 21,000 households within a 2-mile radius of the shop. And we've been offering to individuals in the community $20 off a full synthetic oil change, and $15 off any other oil change, any other full service oil change. So I'd love to extend that offer to the Action Coach community as well.
I love that. I love that. Thanks, Carol. That's awesome. So, Carol, here's the cool thing. So obviously something keeps you inspired and keeps you motivated. We would love to hear what that is.
Well, I have to say, as an entrepreneur, certainly I'm in this to ultimately, establish financial independence for myself and my partner.
Mhm.
So, at the end of the day, that is a major goal. But beyond that, as I mentioned earlier, having a larger mission and a larger vision than just that piece, it's about enriching the community. Mm. And giving back to the community and providing an important service that everyone needs in the interim. So that inspires me, really, knowing that we're doing good for the people in the community. And it also inspires me too when people come through and they have a great experience. Right now we have all 5-star reviews, and you don't
Wow.
see that for a lot of oil change places. If you look up some of my competitors, you'll see that they have significantly lower ratings, but people are, they're coming through and they're having a great experience. And once again, they're surprised that it's as easy as it is, and that,
Mm-hmm.
They get in and out in 10 minutes. That's another important thing I mentioned earlier about business owners with fleets of cars. Business owners don't want their drivers sitting in a dealership for 4 or 5 hours trying to get an oil change. So,
That makes sense.
if they come through our shop, we're going to get them in and out of there in 10 minutes. Yeah. And as a business owner, their time is your money. So, let's go ahead and provide a terrific service for your fleet of vehicles and get your drivers in and out so that they're back out on the road doing what they need to do to drive revenue into your business.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I want to say congratulations, Carol, on opening this up. I know you'll be a good success. Also, I'd like to say thank you so much for being part of the Business Spotlight today. Again, my name is Tona. Have a super day. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.